April 7th, 2013, WIKISPEED, Lynnwood, Washington, United States shop. Sunday build party. I'm here with Rob Huggins. Rob, what do you do with this lathe here?
It's been fixed. It's been cleaned up. New set screws have been added. They protrude slightly. They're not set screws really anymore. It's been re-oiled, and some small metal pieces have been refitted so they no longer jam the crossfeed.
And then this is a piece of nylon rod that you cut down and machined in steps on the lathe to test it today, right?
Yes.
And then you took these 4x4 by 1/8 inch 6061 T6 lengths, took two of them down from the roof mount material storage, and you cut one of them into a 10-foot length, two 40-inch lengths, and three 12-inch lengths, just a little bit long, so they can be ground down to be precise. And you're getting ready to do the other one, and I'll actually be following up on that. Am I close, or did I miss something?
That sounds about right.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, Ryan has taken these interior lip liners out of, what kind of board is this?
This is fiberboard.
Fiberboard. And here you can see one in place. There have been clearance holes cut for the bolts that attach the body to the interior to the frame. And then now these nest inside. These will get carpet Gorilla glued on top of them, and they'll be velcroed down. And we just need one for the backsplash once we get more fiberboard, and we'll have a carpet liner for the interface between the Roadster body, the interior, and the frame. And we're about halfway through the Sunday build party, so we'll see what else gets done. Ryan, anything you want to tell us about what made this work well or what made this difficult? What tips would you give for someone replicating this somewhere else in the world?
Well, a way to put it is that if you already have this guy over here, you just put it on another piece of fiberboard, trace it out, and there you go. But
to duplicate it, sure, just trace it and cut.
Let's see.
You used a jigsaw and a belt sander and a marker, and so you would like freehand marker the edge, because there's a shape. It's got a curve to it, a French curve to it.
Yes.
And so you'd marker that shape in freehand. Use a jigsaw to take out big parts and a belt sander to fine tune it, and then set it, see how well it fit, and then mark it again, make a new line, take it, and do many iterations. Am I close?
Yeah, pretty much.
Any tips for someone doing that somewhere else in the world?
What you might find is that you have this little curve from the between the two, from the interior and the exterior, where you might, if you try to lay it flat, you'll find you might have to give it a bit of a shove, or like push it down to make it completely fat. What you want to do in that case is you want to angle this edge when you sand it down so that it'll be more flat when you lay it down on the body.
Oh sure, because in the corners it's almost like a gusset, right?
Yeah.
It gets wider as it gets lower, so if you push it down it's going to walk its way out. So push it down and then mark your line?
Yeah.
And then to get these holes scribed through on center, you put a dab of peanut butter on top of the bolts,
Yes,
laid the panel down, picked it up, saw where the peanut butter was, and used that as hole center?
Yeah. You don't have to use
hilarious.
peanut butter, you can use whatever, as long as it sticks, right?
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan.
Awesome.